In the early 2020s, everyone thought piracy was finished. The golden age of streaming had arrived. For less than $10 a month, you could watch anything you wanted without shady websites, viruses, or sketchy downloads. It felt like the internet had finally solved entertainment. But by 2024, something shocking happened. Piracy came back, bigger than ever. Over 216 billion visits were made to piracy sites in 1 year. That's not just a comeback, that's domination. And here's the twist. It was the streaming giants themselves, Netflix, Disney, HBO, that handed piracy the crown. So how did billion-dollar companies manage to destroy their own victory? When Netflix charged $8.99 a month back in 2019, it felt like a dream. No more bloated cable bills, no need to juggle 10 subscriptions, just one platform, endless content. Fast forward to today, Netflix sits at $15.49. Disney Plus jumped from $6.99 to $15.99 in only 5 years, and HBO Max now charges over $20 for its so-called Ultimate plan. The average American household spends over $500 per year on streaming. That's more than some people's car insurance. But the real kicker? You can't just stick with one service anymore. Want Stranger Things? That's Netflix. The Office? Peacock. Marvel shows? Disney Plus. Game of Thrones? HBO Max. To keep up, families need 6 different subscriptions, a bill that easily crosses $100 a month before they've even watched a single episode. And somewhere at a kitchen table right now, a dad is adding up those numbers on a calculator while his kids ask why they can't watch the shows their friends already saw. This was the breaking point. The dream of cheap, convenient streaming turned into a more expensive version of cable. If price hikes weren't bad enough, the industry crossed a line that permanently damaged trust. The password sharing crackdown. Back in 2017, Netflix famously tweeted, "Love is sharing a password." It went viral because people felt seen. Families, college students, long-distance couples, everyone thought Netflix got it. But behind the scenes, executives were already treating sharing as a revenue problem. When Netflix hit its first ever subscriber loss in 2022, losing 1 million users in a single quarter, panic set in. The solution? Betray the very customers who built their empire. By 2023, Netflix started demanding extra fees, $6.99 per month, just to let family members outside the household log in. Parents traveling for work were locked out. Students at college couldn't access their family accounts. Even grandparents living with relatives during medical treatments got error messages unless someone paid more. Disney, Hulu, and HBO quickly copied the crackdown. Overnight, streaming services began treating ordinary families like criminals. And this was the moment something snapped. Customers realized streaming platforms weren't just raising prices, they were actively making life harder. That trust, once broken, never really came back. Then came the most bizarre twist. Companies started deleting their own shows. HBO spent tens of millions creating Westworld. 4 seasons, critical acclaim, Emmy nominations. Then, in 2022, Warner Bros. Discovery erased it from their platform. Not because no one watched, but because they didn't want to keep paying royalties. By 2025, HBO Max removed 80 titles in a single day. Beloved Cartoon Network classics? Gone. Childhood favorites? Gone. Entire libraries vanished overnight. Disney did the same, wiping series from Disney Plus mid-season while families were in the middle of watching them. The official excuse? Cost management. The real reason? Tax write-offs. Imagine sitting down with your 8-year-old for family movie night, only to find the cartoon you've been watching together has disappeared forever. This is where streaming stopped being a service and became disposable. While streaming companies self-destructed, piracy quietly reinvented itself. Gone are the days of shady torrent sites filled with pop-ups. Today's piracy platforms look like polished streaming services. Netflix-style grids, clean search bars, instant streaming, mobile-friendly layouts, and guess what? They never removed content. That cartoon HBO deleted? Still there. That canceled Netflix original? Available in full. No region restrictions, no random disappearances, no extra charges. In fact, piracy sites now deliver the kind of user experience that streaming companies used to promise. And customers noticed. By 2024, 76% of young people admitted to pirating content while still paying for at least one subscription. They didn't quit streaming entirely, but they used piracy to fill in the gaps. Piracy became the permanent library, while legal streaming turned into a revolving door. The result? A disaster for the entertainment industry. Streaming companies are projected to lose $113 billion by 2027 due to piracy. Disney's streaming division bled $387 million in just one quarter of 2023. Discovery lost $10 billion in a single quarter of 2024. Analysts estimate the resurgence of piracy wipes out 70,000 American jobs every year. Editors, writers, sound engineers, production assistants. Investors aren't happy either. Disney's stock tanked after subscriber losses. Warner Bros.' Discovery became a cautionary tale of debt and mismanagement. Netflix's stock swings wildly with every earnings report. Streaming executives thought customers had nowhere else to go. They were wrong. The streaming war was supposed to end with piracy's defeat. Instead, streaming killed itself. By raising prices, restricting families, and erasing their own shows, billion-dollar companies created the perfect storm that pushed millions back to piracy. Because in the end, customers don't care about corporate profits or Wall Street expectations. They care about convenience, value, and access. And when legal services fail to deliver, piracy steps in to fill the void. The streaming wars are over. Customers have already chosen their winner, and that winner is piracy.